They all got way more than usual. It's normally a rate card and favorite nations, and here's your raise. According to Alex, they all got taken very well care of for the season. So couldn't like that's what I took away from that. This was probably set up. I love that it's Lala. I get it. I don't even care that it's set up. I'm here for it, but I'm upset that Raquel is not there to work this out. Like the next scene next week should be her meeting with Lala for drinks and Lala apologizing and saying, maybe I was too tough on you. And I want Raquel here. I do.
No, I couldn't agree more. I felt like it was such like Lala was the
Ariana.
sacrificial lamb, and I agree. I mean, do you think we're going to even like hear maybe Raquel's voice, or you think no? And I have to say, I almost felt a little bit like it was a fatal move to call Raquel so early in the season, because it's like, unless she's coming back next season, it almost to me was like exactly what you're saying. Is this a show without this villain? You know, I mean, I don't know. I feel as though, why would you shoot your shot like that about trying to get her back on the show episode 1?
We
Unless
just
she
watched a
went
whole
there.
season of Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw wants a check in jail. She wants Andy to send her a check. I mean, I think this is going to be the same thing. We're showing Raquel. We're having flashbacks. I mean, it's just such a shame that she's not there. I know. Cue the hate. I'm sorry. It would have been a little bit of a redemption season. It wouldn't have been easy, but just work it out. I agree with
I
LVP.
think,
Work it out on camera.
yeah, and I honestly think at this point, because we've all said, and Ariana said, and Lala said, you know, we're going to see the turning on Ariana. I think if Rachel had come back, she would really have won over some fans that are supportive. In as what you and I have always said, which is, at the end of the day, they were not married. They lived together? Should he have done it? Absolutely not. You know, but they did not take a vow. I mean, that is what is so, it's still upsetting. I don't want to be, everyone accuses us of like, oh, you guys. No, but at the end of the day, they were not married. There was no ring on that finger.
Look, when Ariana was being dismissive of Schwartz, now it didn't really bother me. She's certainly justified, but I'm like, I was just sitting there saying, I think you're not going to win over any fans if this is all season. Like, listen, the viewers love conflict resolution, conflict resolution, conflict resolution. If you're just going to have no resolution with Schwartzy, I don't know. Like, but that's what I took away. Look, I like that it's authentic and that these are real friends other than Potomac, Beverly Hills, Atlanta. You know, I don't like that Housewives has become just like, let's film together. Now it's obvious no one speaks to LVP because everyone's showing up. So lovely to see you. You haven't seen LVP since the fucking thing went down on the reunion. That's okay, but they all do hang out other than that, more or less. You know, so I like that. Overall, what do you think? I have to say, overall, you're going to be shocked. I have a smile on my face. I'm like, it was a very enjoyable hour of TV. It's like, I like this. Look,
Great.
two things can be true. But if I just close my eyes and compare it to Housewives, I like this better than Housewives. I think I'm over Housewives right
Really?
now. I'm having a thing with Housewives. It's like, what do I love? I loved Salt Lake and I loved Reality Montees. And that has been ripped away from me. That has been ripped away from me. I still love Beverly Hills because I love very rich people, but on the TV, and I mean, I love really rich people in real life too, but I mean, I have no substance, guys, but it is, to me, I'm bored. I mean, I think this season of Beverly Hills, I like because it's Beverly Hills, but I'm so fucking bored. Like, if this were Potomac, I would be tearing them apart. If this were the OC, if Beverly Hills, the same shit was going on right now with Shannon and Emily Simpson, I mean, oh God. I mean, and Gina, I would be tearing them apart. I am so shame on me for giving such a free pass to Beverly Hills. Gotta check myself. It's really fucking boring if you really break it down. Now, this one's gonna have a panic attack. Crystal Kong and Anne Marie's going to come to her defenses. And it's a boring season, but it's still enjoyable. And apparently people love it because you know what I mean? So this was enjoyable to me. I'm vibing with the kids, Sarah. I'm vibing with the kids.
I have to say, I have a weakness now for Gina Kirschenheiter, who did my podcast. And I just feel like Gina has such a life outside of Housewives. I feel like Gina would get along well with us, like doing, because I don't think Gina cares either. And I don't think she watches or keeps up with any of it. But
I love that.
I am with you. I am really enjoying it. I really loved it, especially the first half. I loved the glitz, the glam. I thought they all had a little bit of introspectiveness about them. I really liked it. The second half felt a little produced to me, not as authentic. And I'm curious, I guess, are we going to see Jax Taylor in this? Okay, but they don't seem to put him in the previews, right?
Honey,
Where's it?
Well, let me tell you where he is. Whatever day we have slated over here per you for March or April, whatever day it is here that Valley Village is going to start, the hour before will be he sits down with LVP and she's like, you called it your show. Let me explain to you once again. And he's like, LVP, I'm so sorry, man. I have a bar that I need to stock now. Sarah and David came there and I had them have some sliders and some Mima's cheese. So I'm so sorry, LVP, because you run this town. Well, don't ever say it's your show again, darling. It's my show. So we are going to see Mr. Taylor in this sit down with LVP where she smacks him down for saying it was his show. And I guarantee you the hour after, or I think it's going to be the same thing we saw with Beverly Hills, where Beverly Hills was starting and then we walked into the next scene and it never stopped. And we're like, we're in the new show. I bet you that's going to happen. He's going to get right up from LVP and get on his motorcycle or his car or whatever the fuck he drives and drive on down to Studio City and walk into Jax's. And then it will be like, oh shit, it's 9:01. This is a new show. Valley Village. That's how it's gonna happen.
Have it.
And by the way,
okay.
I just did on my emergency show yesterday when I talked about Morgan and Kyle. Your good friend, with all due respect, moi, she swears by the fact because she made this statement that, Winter House and several Housewives franchises will not be back in 2024. She's saying, I never said canceled. I just said not back this year. Which, if it's true, I assume that's like RHOA. Like she's just saying, like they're trying to. Your good friend, otherwise known as whaaat.
Oh, Dumois.
Yes, okay, Do has cleared up her. I'm too busy to say her full name. Do has cleared up her statement that she said, I never said canceled. Well, girl, if Winter House is not on for a whole year, ain't no one looking in January 2025 for Winter House. So that's fucking canceled. But she's saying, I said Housewife franchises won't be back this year, like whole franchises. Well, it's not Jersey because that's coming back. Beverly Hills is on the air. I think the OC is filming, Salt Lake is filming. I think she's talking about RHOA. And I just said this yesterday. Why is no one asking for RHONY? RHONY has ended not a week ago. It's ended months ago at this point. Where is the chatter of the new season of your beloved RHONY with Jenna Lyons? Really, it's a real question. Why is no one asking for is RHOA being where is RHONY? Can you please tell me that?
My guess is they're negotiating with the women because my guess is the ratings were not blockbuster. No. So all the women want a raise and they're like, look, ladies, there ain't no money to be had because guess what? We're at 600,000 viewers. And then a week later, we pick up another 300,000. We're still under 1 million, or maybe they're at 1 million after a week or 2 weeks. And they're like, okay, then they're probably coming back going, guys, you're each going to continue to make $85,000 a season. And you probably have Jenna who's like dragging her feet. And then maybe Jenna's out and they're looking for somebody else. I don't know,
I just wanted to ask.
That's a great question. All right.
What else? Anything else about Vanderpump?
No, I
both liked it.
Good recap. Yeah, I'm excited. I really hope it's a stellar season. And I hope, you and I already said this, they've probably already renewed the show for another 2 seasons, but I wonder if we'll be saying at the end of the season, bring back Rachel.
I'm already saying it. I feel that look, this whole season, I think maybe we'll just see these things, and it will be like the foreshadowing to bringing her back. I still predict Rachel's coming back. I still believe after a whole year out, the podcast is going to slip. You can't talk about Scandal for. I just think, but I look. The bottom line is they're still capitalizing off this successfully. It's still, we're mentioning Sheena is making a joke of like a worm with a mustache. I mean, that's probably a written line, but she's making a joke, you know, a worm with a mustache. And the way
Worm
it
is
ended, I'm sorry, the way it ended, the car pulls up and we see sneakers get out. They're dirty from the desert with mud and sand.
good.
And we see
Well
a backpack getting slung, and we see someone walk into a house. Hello. There's no one home because Ariana is out with her new boyfriend, and Mr. Sandoval goes upstairs and slams the door. Tom is back, guys. He's back. And by the way, for everyone who's not watching Vanderpump Rules, you're welcome. You no longer have to. There is nothing that happened in this episode other than what we just told you about.